Goodfellas is one of, if not the greatest, mob movies of all time. Did you know there was a sequel released for it, and funnily enough, in the same year, that being My Blue Heaven.
Is a member of an organized crime family.
That stamp on everybody, it's a stereotype, and I resent it.
My Blue Heaven is a comedy starring Steve Martin and Rick Moranis. Martin plays a goofy mobster who tattled on his mob friends. Rick Moranis is the conservative FBI agent assigned to protect him so Martin can testify in court. Martin and Moranis have worked together before in Little Shop of Horrors and Parenthood. The comic duo say their improvisational background makes them a perfect pair.
I think we do get along because we do come from comedy. We have the same instinct about comedy, and we like working together and thinking up things and coming up with gags.
Now, it's actually not a sequel officially, but it is based on the same source material as Goodfellas, as the book Goodfellas was based on was written by Nicholas Pileggi, and his wife wrote the screenplay for the film, as she would sit in for hours whilst her husband interviewed Henry. Now, unlike Goodfellas, which is a mostly serious mob film, this film is much more comedic and wacky.
You know, it's dangerous for you to be here in the frozen food section.
Why is that?
Because you could melt all this stuff.
Steve Martin plays an almost comedically over-the-top version of Henry Hill, from his mannerisms, way of talking, and the obviously goofy hair. And it shouldn't work, but due to Martin's being a fantastic comedic actor, he almost steals the show and gets some of the film's best and most quotable lines.
Have a nice day. Fuck you. Telling me at the low point of my life.
I thought your wife died.
I only wish.
What's the difference between a light bulb and a pregnant woman? You can unscrew a light bulb.
It's based on Henry's life during the witness protection program, which you can really see it during the ending, but how unhappy Henry was during it, which the film uses as its basis. As in Goodfellas, Henry mentions that
I got here, I ordered some spaghetti with marinara sauce, and I got egg noodles and ketchup.
And we see Vinny, which is renamed in the film, angry at not being able to get a certain type of vegetable.
Arugula. I haven't had arugula in 6 weeks.
What's that?
It's a vegetable.
And like in real life, we see Henry unable to adjust to life in the fictional town of Freiburg, which of course ends up in him doing illegal activity, such as stealing cars and trucks. When Vinny meets the DA, Hannah, who immediately takes a dislike to Vinny, however he eventually blackmails her after she gets drunk and washes her son's turtle down the sink. The film's straight man is played by Rick Moranis as Barney, an FBI agent who, like Vinny, wife leaves him. Vinny is due to her not liking Freiburg, and Barney, in a funny but tragic manner, wife who is a physical therapist, moves away with one of her patients. Which the film makes it quite clear, in my opinion, that her cheating on him was a common thing. And during the film, Barney and Hannah fall in love, despite initially hating one another, even leading to Barney, who at first, while serious, was presented as quite frail and weak, is able to stand up to Hannah's ex-husband, even kicking him out the house.
I'm sorry. Do you mind getting the door, please? Thank you.
Now initially, Barney and Vinny do not get along with each other due to Vinny running away at the airport 2 days before Vinny was set to go testify. And in their first interaction, we even get this funny exchange wherein Vinny doesn't know his social insurance number.
2-5.
That's one too many numbers.
Take off the 5.
However, they learn to like each other due to both of them saving each other, whether it be Vinny making Barney bet with women during the dance sequence, or Barney saving Vinny's life in mob hitmen. Which the mob hitmen scenes are a great running gag throughout the film, where in one scene they try to assassinate Vinny, as Hannah says this.
Cartoon hitmen in white-on-white ties are gonna walk in the door and try to kill him.
And they subsequently try to kill Vinny several times, even marrying his 2 ex-wives. Which one of the film's most accurate scenes was one in which Vinny marries a woman he meets at a supermarket, whilst legally still being married to his first wife, which he got drunk and called his lawyer, and then told him what happened. Whilst it was Barney in the film, the actual lines are almost verbatim what Henry said to his lawyer. Whilst Barney ends up with the DA, Vinny, whilst obviously marrying it again, ends up with the policewoman, who throughout the film, due to her being attracted to Vinny, believes everything he says, despite him obviously lying. Even during the ending sequence, giving him her car and gun, saying to him,
Pretend I'm your hostage.
ends with Vinny getting off from being kicked at the witness protection program due to his continued involvement in criminal activities, which was accurate to the real Henry, as he would also continue to annoy people who put him in the program in the first place, even telling people around town his real name and his past life. Wherein Vinny is able to get the mob hitmen arrested and builds a little league baseball field, which we see in the ending, Vinny with his new wife, the policewoman, with a newborn baby as well, with him signing his autobiography titled How I Got Here. So that was the unofficial Goodfellas sequel. Well, it's not as good as Goodfellas, obviously, and going for an entirely different sort of tone and film, altogether it's still an underrated funny gem, fantastic star-studded cast, and funny one-liners. While it's not perfect, it's worth a watch and his different take on the life of a mobster during witness protection.